Hey everyone, I'm Tsunami. Welcome to my new video. Today we will test out these watercolor brush pens from TEMU. Perhaps you remember I ordered them a while ago. I made a big TEMU art haul. I will link it for you, of course. And I promised you we will test them out, how they are. They were very cheap. They should be like Aqua Markers. So what we are getting here, 20 different colors, and we got a water brush pen. Oh, this looks nice. You can fill it with water and use it like a normal brush for urban sketching or on travels. Let's swatch all these colors, and perhaps I will use a normal brush, and later we will also test this out. I will fill it up with water, then we meet again here. So I want to be prepared, that's why I have a glass full of water too. The order is a bit confusing. I will reorder this. Okay, what we have here is a pen with a brush tip, but this is not like a foam brush tip. These are synthetic hairs like on these brushes. Perhaps you can imagine what I mean. So let's try this out. Oh yes, it works exactly like a brush. They remember me to the art space ones we had in an upgrade box. And they say you can blend it with water. They are watercolor brush pens and it works. Nice. For these brush pens you need something to clean it in between, always, that it doesn't get dirty. I will use a normal brush for this. I have no idea, there are no colors on it. No colors on the pens, no numbers, no whatever. My first feeling was that the pens are okay. They are not high pigmented and not as juicy like good Aqua Marker brands I know. But first I was optimistic. The yellow, reds and pinks seemed okay. The colors are not the same like on the pens, but I expected this before. And the colors are changing after drying as well here and there. And the colors also changed if I used water on it. Oh, this looks strange. Where I painted this gray on it, there is kind of a pinkish, can you see this? It's pink underneath, like the paper made a reaction with a chemical reaction with the paint. This is strange. It's also a bit on this grayish blue. I will take this next. I forgot this. It's like an apricot. And then the brownish ones. Brown, green, olive kind of color. It's good to swatch them because they all look very different to the colors they have on the pen. Oh, this one doesn't melt so good. Perhaps I waited too long, but I didn't. Okay, this doesn't work very good. I have to say I don't like the color choice a lot. One yellow, one orange, very little green in here. This green, it changes. so much. If you put water on it, it changes a lot, and if it's dry, it also changes a lot. Look at this one. This looks quite pink. I have to show it in a minute. And the black. The thing is that, okay, it's not dry, completely dry. This one was very hard to activate under the brush, and it took not more time before using water on it. So this is very strange, because look at this, it's like orange or peachy or pink underneath, and this tone, this is gray, should be gray, and you also can see the pink. It's like a light rose color with, it blooms in blue, kind of blue. I have to test these out again because these are strange, and this, I like this color, but it was much more green before, and here it looks like a bluish blooming out there. Let's do this again. More paint, a lot of paint. If you put water on it, it directly changes to something pinkish. It's very weird. I have to make a photo for you, so I don't know if you can see it on the camera. And this one, if you put it down, it's like a greenish beige, I don't know, like the green gold watercolors. And this doesn't melt under the brush. You can't activate it, and it's impossible. It looks very bad. Okay, but perhaps I have to show you these paints compared to a few very good ones. Let's see. Here, these are my Aqua Markers, and I guess perhaps this color is this. These are Tombow. Okay, this is more the grayish one. And if you activate the Tombow ones with water, oh, it's way more juicy and way more colorful, and you can see this is no color changing here. And we will test another one. We will test, let's see, no, it's a bit more. This is the Faber-Castell one, Goldfarbe Aqua dual markers, my favorite ones. And they don't change the colors. This one is also a bit, yeah, like pinkish red pigments in it. If you look at the browns aren't brown. These are the two browns we have in the set, and the, where is it? And this beige one, no browns. These are more like red, purplish reds. So this set has no browns at all, if you can see this. And very strange, a very strange gray. I will test them in an artwork and we will see how this works. These are okay. No, not okay. I won't recommend them now, but perhaps I change my mind. I change my mind later. The quality, I have to one more here with a little bit more vibrant color. It activates immediately, but this one works quite nice. This is a solid quality of a water brush pen. I can use it. This also is a cold press paper. I prefer using Aqua Markers on hot press paper, but that's only a personal thing. Perhaps I try to use them on a hot press for my artwork. Here I found one in my little paper. Here I store all different kinds of paper and make them nice with the round edges. So we will test them here on here. I have to tell you something. Yesterday I was on a mushroom walk. We walked through the woods with a specialist and she told us which mushrooms you can eat and which not. And I found a few and I made a few very nice pictures. Perhaps I can paint one of them. Perhaps I paint an Amanita mushroom or kind of this one in another color. What we have here are a lot of reds and pinks and purples. And here on this little mushroom there chills a cute creature. I will also use a palette here. So we will use this spot which is clean. And I think I will choose this darker brown one here, mixed with this dark green. These are very strange colors, but I kind of like them when they dried. Then I will mix the red in it a bit here and perhaps the green. I'm not sure with the yellow. So first we will paint the background with a mix of them. You can also use your brush pens in bringing the paint in a palette, or use it to pick up another color so you can mix it. On your brush tip. But what I want to do is to mix them here and use it here for a background. These are really crap. Oh my gosh, look at this, how they bloom and change the color. This looks so awful, not nice. And I mixed the color before and look at this. Like the two colors I used separate from each other again. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can save this in the end, but let's try this out. This has to dry now. So it dried very awful, terrible, I don't know. Okay. I started with the mushroom head. The problem of these paints is they activate very hard. You have to be very fast if you also want to mix them with another color on the paper, also without any water. It directly creates harsh edges and blooms. To work with them was a challenge. This was like hard work. If you think about to buy aqua markers or watercolor markers, pens, I would recommend invest in good quality ones, like Tombows, Faber-Castells or Molotovs. There are a few very good ones on the market and you can buy them in sets and also individually if you only want to have a few special colors or if your most favorite one got empty. In buying these pens, I just created trash, and that's what I really don't want to do for this planet. I ordered from TEMU because I was curious and everybody talked about them. A few of the products were very nice, but half of them were not good quality or already broken. And on top of it, there comes the long travel of the products I bought. This is not environmentally friendly. I have to say I won't order from TEMU again. I mean, you can do this if you want. I don't judge this. I know all these cheap products are a temptation, but for me, I don't need this anymore. The black in the end also changed color. If you use it with water, it gets immediately also very light. There are less pigments in it and it reminds me on very cheap felt pens in my childhood, which changed colors after a few days in the sunlight. Do you know what I mean? I was very frustrated while working on this. If you know how it should work, then you will hate how they work. It was so hard to get a result which is not totally for the trash. I can't imagine one situation in which I would use them again, not for my sketchbook, not for a coloring book. I don't want to let it stand here like this. So we will create on the almost same thing with another brand of Aqua Markers to show you what happens if you use high quality products. These are not high quality products. These watercolor brush pens are super cheap and the quality is also super cheap. So don't buy them. They're cheap, but don't buy them. They aren't worth it. Perhaps I would hang it in my window to find out how they change over time. If there is still something left after 1 year, or if every color will change to a light pink then. Now we will test the same thing with a high quality brand. Aqua Marker pens, watercolor pens. Okay. What I'm using here is a mixture of Tombows, Faber-Castell and Molotov ones. So here I'm back. I picked a few colors which are similar to the colors of the set from TEMU, and I have my ceramic palette here. I cleaned it up except for the blobs of white gouache here. Okie doke, we will start again with the background. What did I do? I mixed this green. Oh, this is much more juicier than the one from TEMU, with this brownish color, red brown color. So let's do this. Okay, so we first painted the background with this color. Okay, and the first thing I see here, perhaps you also see it, these nasty, very horrible and terrible blooms are not here. Can you see this? too much water, but this result of this background is different. First layer, it's different. It feels different. So if this is dry, we will paint the mushroom, the Amanita mushroom in the background. Okay, this was a huge jump, but I did the same with the good markers, what I did with the other ones. They are much more juicier. It's so much more fun to work with them compared to the TEMU ones. It's so easy to work with them. They melt under my brush. They have a lot more pigments. The colors don't change. And look at the black. It's a nice solid black, almost too black for this background here. But I wanted to do the exact same like with the other ones before. This is it. Look at the difference. What I also did in the very end was to take my colored pencils and use them on top of both, what I would do every time when I work with aqua markers, and it was good to finish these pieces with them. In the end, I can say I will never use these TEMU watercolor pens again, and that's a shame. And I think it's good that I tested these pens for us all, so we know that we shouldn't buy them and buy better quality ones. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for your support. And if you are curious now to test out good aqua markers, then watch my aqua marker tutorial video here, or the whole aqua marker playlist, which I linked for you here. Then stay creative, my friends, and have an awesome day. See you next time. Yours, Tsunami.